El Octágono.
Bueno, estamos de regreso aquí una vez más en el Octágono y tenemos otro invitado especial por aquí. Tenemos a Irving, que nos viene de... ¿Cómo es que se llama la compañía?
Se llama Ghost MMA.
Ghost MMA, que viene de Bogotá. Ahora vamos a cambiar al inglés, más cómodo con el inglés. Irving, so tell me a little bit about the company. Tell me a little bit about Ghost from Bogotá MMA.
Well, I'm originally from Miami, and we moved over. My wife is from Bogotá, and we moved over there, and we decided that we were going to open up an MMA store. MMA is a growing sport in all of Latin America, and it's growing as well in Bogotá.
And now what you do with MMA gear and apparel, do you guys do with other brands, or is it your own brand? What is it?
No, we sell all the different MMA brands. Tap Out, things like that, Venom, and all the different brands that are in the MMA sport. So basically anything you see in any of like UFC fights, fight series or anything like that. That's what we have.
And you're doing it in Colombia too, right? In Bogotá. Because I see there's an address here for Outlets de las Américas in el local 22A.
Exactly. Yeah, we're actually in the capital city in Bogotá, and we are the first ones to open an actual store in Bogotá. And we ship all over the country over there as well.
Now, being that, because I mean, our basis of our show is with the Hispanic community.
Exactly.
Especialmente que tres aquí, los tres somos colombianos.
Los cuatro con Andrea.
Con los cuatro con Andrea. Pero es que Andrea no está sentado aquí, entonces no la incluyo. Si está sentado, la incluyo.
Mi mamá también es es Rola, es de Bogotá también. Y mi papá es cubano.
Y así, entonces, like, going into that topic, like, how have you guys seen the growth of MMA in Colombia?
It's been growing, and every time the level of MMA is getting a little bit better. We're still in the pioneer state right now, where people are starting to get to know the sport. Now they're actually giving UFC fights for free instead of with pay-per-view, so they're getting the fans involved in the sport and letting them know that it's just not a sport of putting somebody in the cage and not knowing what they're doing. They're learning that it is a sport, there is an art, and it's all the martial arts put together, and that's something that they're getting to learn.
Óyeme, y esto, entonces tú estás viendo allá la comunidad de las artes marciales mixtas en Colombia. It's getting huge over there, right?
Yeah, it's getting big, and in Bogotá, in Cali, in Barranquilla, in all the different cities, it's growing.
And how many events do you see popping up? Like, is there like one big organization? Digamos, hay una organización así que está empujando el deporte fuertemente allá?
Well, right now, we just had an event in Bogotá. We had we had a traveling team from they're called the MMA Sports Federation. They're a traveling team, and they came to fight over in Bogotá. It was a Devia event. Fernando Devia he's a champion kickboxer, and he put an event probably last month, and it went really well. It was all amateur fights, and there was like 2 professional fights with Peru.
That's cool, yeah. Y como tú dijiste, Ghost MMA, tu compañía, it's a clothing store, and it's the first one in Colombia?
The first one in Bogotá. I think that there might have been another one in Cali, but we're the first one in the capital city. And it's been going really well. There's a lot of fans as well. People just spectators. So you always have that part as well, and then you also have the fighters who need equipment. They need gis, they need gloves or whatever.
Ahora, la tienda de ropa, ¿es ropa como de, por decir, Jacko, Head Rush, es mezcla o es una...?
Es una mezcla de todos.
Ok, cool.
Yeah.
Ahora, pero usted tiene una camisa de Ghost puesta en
sí.
este momento.
Sí.
¿Ustedes también hacen su propia marca?
En este momento no, pero en el futuro estamos pensando hacer eso.
Y entonces ustedes viajaron de Colombia acá, pero tú originalmente eres de Miami.
Sí, originalmente soy de Miami y ahora me mudé para Bogotá.
Hombre, sí. ¿Y llevas mucho tiempo ya en Colombia? ¿O?
Como 9 meses ya. 9 meses.
¿Estás amañado? You're used to it?
Yeah, I like it. The people are very friendly and it's a great place, you know. So we're going to be here for the holidays and then we'll be heading back in January, you know, for the rest of the year.
Nice. Now, you've mentioned that Colombian MMA is growing. Where do you see Colombian MMA in the next 5 years?
Well, hopefully, you know, what we're trying to accomplish is try to get some fighters to, you know, to step it up and hopefully make it into UFC or one of the higher levels, bring some to the US, because that's basically what we're looking for. We're, you know, right now, you know, the sport is growing over there. So as soon as the level keeps growing and growing, where we get fighters that can compete at that level, that's what we're hoping for over there.
Now, Colombia is a Spanish country and usually very traditional. Does MMA over there get a little bit of skepticism, or? Yeah,
it's very, especially in the beginning, and people are starting to get more educated about it. But there's a lot of people saying that it's barbaric and this and that. But that's just because they're ignorant and they just don't know. So the whole thing of, you know, having the store, having all these different schools that are popping up over there is, you know, we get to educate them and let them know that, you know, this is a martial art. This is all of them mixed together, and it's very competitive, and you know, and it's fun to watch. So.
And now the UFC is probably, you know, the biggest MMA company around, and they've become obviously international, traveling all over the world. How long do you think it'll take till they travel to Colombia?
Well, they actually they were in, they came to visit. We had UFC in Espanol come over to Bogota, and we had Fabricio Wedrum. He came over, and we got to meet him over there, and it was nice because, you know, it's showing that they're trying to get all of Latin America to follow it.
Yeah, it's I'm hoping that, you know, one day they'll do it. And Dana White even said it once, that they're trying to reach everywhere, you know, like not just trying to get into Mexico, pero también Argentina, Colombia, Peru.
Yeah, they've actually, in Colombia, what they've been doing lately, they've actually...
Cinépolis.
Yeah, they've been doing it in Cinépolis, where you can, you know, go watch the fights there, and it's really great. I went to one of those events, and I think it was the Victor Belfort and the John Jones fight.
Okay.
So that was pretty exciting, watching it with all the fans, and it was great.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Y entonces you guys flew over here just for the expo? Or were you visiting family, or did you grapple?
Family and the expo. So both. So it kind of worked out.
Family and networking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. ¿Y las Navidades cómo las van a pasar allá en Colombia?
No, we're gonna stay here because my mom's alone. So we're gonna stay here for Christmas.
That's cool, man. Y what has been the response acá for Ghost MMA in the expo? Have you guys been able to?
Yeah, we met a lot of fighters, which was great. You know, we got to meet Randy Couture, Thiago Alves, Overeem, and I think we saw Bigfoot somewhere, and we took a picture with him. So it was awesome. We got to meet a lot of the vendors and things like that. We met the people from Jacko, the one-stop shop there. They're good friends of mine. So, you know, it was really cool.
Yeah, what's the one thing that you guys sell the most?
Well, we sell a lot. Well, T-shirts is probably the number one, and then and fighting shorts.
Is there like a certain fighter that like their T-shirt gets sold the most?
You know, there's a lot of what's his name? Obviously there's a lot of GSP fans over there. But they really like the Brazilians out there.
Yeah, Anderson Silva.
Wanderlei Silva sells really well. You know, he's with Venom, and he sells a lot of shorts and shirts and things like that. So.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Entonces the webpage is ghostmma.com, and obviously you guys have a Facebook.
Yeah, we have that's where we do our majority of our marketing, and it's at Facebook, Ghost MMA Pro Shop.
Yeah. And then they're also on Twitter at MMA Ghost, just in case. Pero like you said, I mean, if you want to get the information, either go directly to the website, theghostmma.com, or follow them on Facebook. Yeah, Ghost MMA Pro Shop.
Óyeme, y te felicito porque, you got a business over there, MMA related, obviously, y estás empujando también al país en Colombia, y eso es prueba de que hay demanda por el deporte en Colombia. Sí. So that's awesome, and congrats on being the first MMA store en Bogotá.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Óyeme, y esto, nada, vamos a ver si tomamos una pausa, a ver quién más, porque habíamos visto a JC Cavalcante. ¿Has tenido la oportunidad de hablar con JC Cavalcante o...?
No, not yet, no.
Ese man es un peleador supremamente bien seguido, y también está ahí detrás de nosotros Michael Johnson, Melvin Villar, quien ya hablamos con él.
Sí.
Y toca ver a Bigfoot Silva, a ver si lo traemos por acá también.
También, sí.
Si es que cabe.
Yeah,
si es que cabe.
Maybe he'll come over this way now that Overeem's gone. Yeah. I think that's the next matchup.
That is true. Bueno, oigan, hagamos una pausita y regresamos acá en el Octágono y vamos a
otra vez, muchas gracias, Erwin.
Sí, hermano, muchísimas gracias. Sí. GhostMMA.com. Chequen la página y cuando regresemos hablamos un par de noticias.
Para estar más informado